Well, good day, folks. Welcome to my kitchen once more. Yeah, I know. Look, even got this on in the house. 16 degrees, a little too nippy to run around in shorts and just a t-shirt. Today I'm in the process of doing a little bit of maintenance on my espresso machine. So I thought, what am I doing here? I should be inviting you along with me. Okay, so what I've got here, I'll bring it down. And let's see if I can bring you in a little bit. There we have it. It's my Cafe Roma. I've torn apart a little bit. You can see down here the wrench for maintenance, the nozzle for the steam wand. I took it off after about 3 or 4 times through putting steam through it. Okay, the product I'm using, let's get me over here in the pretty bad, isn't it? Okay, recommended by the good folks, the people and support at DeLuca's Coffee Warehouse in Winnipeg. Yeah, it comes with lengthy instructions. That's okay. I'll get used to it. So, what are we doing today? Well, I've been running through this supposedly you would hope would be clean water. Now, can you see the bit of gray in there? I'm quite sure we cannot show the debris already inside. Anyway, so what I'm at the stage of now is I got it turned off, it's cooled off, and I'm going to let it spray because I want it also to pump out water as well, not just the steam. So that's why I cooled it off. I've cleaned it once before. That bottle, I used half of it. And yes, we're starting to get water drops coming out. So you can see the water coming down. I managed to zoom in. Now it's heating up. And yeah, you can hear the steam. I turned the range hood fan on. What I'm trying to do is just that. I'm trying to rinse out any scale, whatever is in there. Obviously there's some. And so that's what we're doing. I'm going to give it another 30 seconds and I'll switch it back off. Okay. So that's the process I've been using. Now, with this kind of a machine, it's not a high-end one. Oh, I can dream about all the things, your wish list, what you'd love to have in a machine. Well, okay. When we bought this one, we didn't even know if, for one thing, a cappuccino, espresso, would be even something we'd enjoy. So the idea is trying to clean up the machine so it turns out better. And I'm moving around, I know. Anyway, I'm going to carry on with this. I want to give you an image of what I'm using. Is it the best way? Okay, you tell me. It's not like the high-end machines, and I must admit, when I look at espresso machines, when I go to DeLuca's to buy another bag of coffee, and I keep it right here. Yeah, okay, that's empty. This is what I really like for espresso coffee. Okay? Now, no, I don't use a kilogram in 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Nope, it lasts over a month. So, for the people who are really dedicated and, you want your coffee roasted fresh within the last 4 to 10, 14 days or whatever, no, it doesn't work that way for me. Yeah, that's the size that I get in the package. That's okay. I don't mind that a bit. You know, I keep thinking back to, remember the Safeway, Sobeys, Superstore, Walmart? You go in shopping, and yeah, from you folks overseas, other places, I'm thinking of, right, if you watch Narrowboat Experience, the girls on there, where do they shop for groceries? I think it's Tesco in the UK. And so it goes. There's coffee available all over the place. Now, when we buy coffee in a package that's vapor sealed, my thought, thinking about it just not that long ago, was, well, it's vapor sealed, it's hard as a brick. In order for it to stay like that after it was roasted, the carbon dioxide has got to be already out of it. Because otherwise, if you were to vapor seal, when I open that package, I will put them in 200-gram pouches and vacuum seal them right down to there. It's a hard package, not square. You know, it's just like a sandwich bag, vacuum sealed. After sitting 2 weeks, even a week, the gases have started to come out, and that was when it was vacuum sealed like the stuff in the store. My question then came to mind: how long were those beans, or was that coffee after it was ground, sat before it was vacuum sealed to get it to come out like a brick? And I think of it as a brick, as in a brick of dates. You buy a brick of dates in the grocery store, and I used to marvel when my wife bought them, because it was a brick. It was hard. Same way, basically, the coffee. So I'm content with having coffee that it may be close to a month before I use all the beans up. That's fine with me. It's still a lot better coffee than I can buy in the grocery store. And so there you go. That coffee, except for in the evening when I use it decaffeinated, I use it for everything. I use it for my Hario, for my Chemex, my French press, my coffee percolator, and I'm happy. Okay, so maybe you might consider, I don't have good taste. Well, that's okay. When I consider that when I met my wife, I didn't like coffee. I didn't like it a bit, because military coffee made in big volumes for 300-400 people dining at each meal in a dining room, or the kitchen, call it what you want. And we were out in the bush. They just boiled it in a huge pot that held probably 15 gallons, I would guess. And then they turned the heat down to a bit of cold water on top to settle the grounds, and there you go. Didn't like it much either. So I think I've come a long way. I do enjoy it, just not to the strength of some people, not to the sweetness. I can keep that down a bit. Not too often I can go with black coffee. When I have to, I do. It just isn't as pleasant. Anyway, I'm going to be carrying on today, and I'm going to hopefully get something done now. Our 3 or 4 days of solid rain are gone. See if I can get some work done outside of the house. With that, I wish you the very best. Have yourself a super fine day. You take good care. All of God's best for each one of you. Ted's clear.